everybody! 大家好! I welcome you to Jade Palace Yamingong. My name is Yaya. I'm sure you're all familiar with the Chinese zodiac, the animal that corresponds with the year that you are born. But did you know it's actually more complicated than that? So let's get started. A disclaimer that I will be talking about the Chinese zodiac in this video, as other Asian cultures also have their own adaptations of the original myth. If you've ever been into anime culture, you've probably heard of the series Fruits Basket or Furuba. In the series, some members of the Soma family are cursed. Whenever they're hugged by the opposite sex, they transform into the zodiac animal they correspond with. So what is the zodiac? The zodiac, or 12生肖, are 12 animals assigned to a year. The animals of the cycle in order are 鼠、牛、虎、兔、龙、蛇、马、羊、猴、鸡、狗、猪。 Rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, ram, monkey, rooster, dog, and boar. The zodiac is a 12-year cycle, which is then calculated to cycle every 60 years. Simply put, every 12 years, the animals recycle, but every 60 years, the 12-year cycle recycles. So your 60th birthday is very important because this is the only time in your lifetime that the cycle will align exactly the same as the year you were born, unless you live to 120. So this is the only time that your lunar birthday will match your Western birthday. For example, if you were born July 11th in 1991, your lunar birthday will be the 30th of the 5th lunar month. Only on your 60th birthday will these 2 days align again. You are probably familiar with the standard myth of the zodiac. The Jade Emperor, or 玉皇大帝, decided to throw a race on his birthday to create the zodiac. In the race, there are many obstacles, but the last obstacle is a raging river. The rat reaches the river first, but he is unable to cross due to his tiny size. He sees the ox arrive and decides to hitch a ride. And when the ox swims safely to the other side of the river, the rat jumps off and dashes to the finish line. The order in which the animals finish the race is the ranking they have in the zodiac, and that is why the rat is the first of the cycle. Other versions of the myth have the Jade Emperor throwing a large banquet to celebrate his birthday. The ranking of the animal is based on the order they arrive. When talking about the zodiac, we also talk about another animal that didn't make it into the ranking, the cat. Even though the cat is not in the zodiac, it has become almost just as synonymous as the other animals. The reason the cat isn't in the ranking is because of the rat. In the myth, the cat and the rat were best friends, and they both ride the ox together. But the rat, eager to win, decides to betray the cat and pushes him into the river. This is why cats now hunt rats and also hate water. This is also the reason why the cat isn't in the zodiac. In the banquet version, the rat purposefully doesn't tell the cat about the banquet. So unfortunately, the cat sleeps through the celebration and he never arrives. Each animal of the zodiac have their own traits, much like astrological signs that can influence a person's personality. Rats are quick-witted and resourceful, but they're opportunistic and will take advantage of people to achieve their goal. Oxes are diligent, strong, and steadfast, but they can be stubborn and close-minded. Tigers are daring and adventurous, but they're impulsive and too reactive. Rabbits are gentle and good-natured, but sometimes too pessimistic and aloof. Dragons are fearless and intelligent, but can get too cocky and prideful. Snakes are smart and deep-thinking, but can be vengeful and it's hard to get to know them. Horses are lively and easygoing, but are flighty and can be too blunt. Sheep are patient and practical, but can be moody and vain. Monkeys are funny and companionable, but they can be fickle, insincere, and don't know when the joke goes too far. Rooster values success, but are overly critical and moody. Dogs are loyal and caring but are temperamental and hard to reason with. Pigs are goal-driven and well-mannered but can be prone to laziness and gullible. Depending on the culture, the animals can also be different. The Vietnamese zodiac includes the cat instead of the rat. In the Thai zodiac, the dragon is replaced by a naga, and sometimes the boar is replaced by an elephant. Thus, they have their own versions of the story. The history of the zodiac is old. We've been using this system for thousands of years. The origin of the zodiac can be traced around Chou or the Spring-Autumn dynasty. That's almost 3,000 years ago. However, since this myth was passed down orally, there is no known creator. Even with the detailed documentations we have found recently in excavations, they're simply lost in time. Even though the myth of the zodiac is just as old as the system, the animals assigned weren't officially established until the Han Dynasty. The reason why animals are so emphasized is because it was a good way for the illiterate people to recognize years. Instead of memorizing the years chronologically, they simply just have to remember the animal in the cycle. So far, I've talked about the zodiac, and it seems pretty straightforward. Here's where it gets complicated. You don't just have your zodiac animal. You also have your element, your inner, true, and secret animal. So your personality is not just influenced by your zodiac animal, but is a combination of everything. There are 5 elements, 五行, of the zodiac you can be: earth, wood, water, metal, and fire. These are elements that influence your energy and feng shui. These are elements that we believe are fundamental elements that make up the universe. Remember how every 60 years your lunar and Western birthday will align? Well, every 60 years, so too will your element and your zodiac. 60 is a very important birthday. Inner animals are determined by the month you were born, but remember, lunar calendars only, so it's not determined by Western months. Using the same example as above, if you were born in July in 1991, your lunar month is the 5th month. This is the month you would use, not July. The inner animal represents internal characteristics you don't show the rest of the world. They can also be personalities you wish to have or you think you have. True animals are determined by the day of the week you were born. Since we only have 7 days in a week, but we have 12 animals, some days will be represented by more than one animal. Secret animals are based on the hour you were born, but not by the time on your local clock. It's by the position of the sun in the sky. This is hard to measure and can easily get wrong, especially since it changes in every 2-hour increment. Daylight savings times kinda screws over an accurate calculation for those of us who live in the US. Secret animals are your truest personality. They are the most accurate representation of your authentic and true nature that is hidden from the rest of the world. You would need to know your lunar birthday in order to accurately calculate your inner, true, and secret animal. But fortunately, that information can be easily found online. To make it more complicated, your zodiac animal can dictate the type of relationship you have. Much like Western astrology, certain animals can be compatible or incompatible. There are also many misconceptions of the zodiac in the modern world. The Western or Gregorian calendar does not matter in regards to the zodiac. Everything is solely based on the lunar calendar. I've seen people give themselves 2 animals because they were born after the Western New Year, but before the lunar one. It doesn't matter. If you were born before the Lunar New Year, you are the previous animal. So people think that the year of their zodiac is going to be a lucky one. It's actually quite the opposite. The year of your zodiac is going to bring you the worst luck. For example, this year is the year of the ox. People who are born in the year of the ox are going to have a difficult year this year. This is called 本命年 or threshold year. During your threshold year, you are most likely to encounter and offend 太岁, the god of age and luck. There's a whole superstition involving imaginary stars and its orbit every 12 years that influence this belief. To prevent bad luck, be mindful of your feng shui. But the easiest way that people do to prevent bad luck is to wear red. Red is the luckiest color in Chinese culture, so wearing red, especially red undergarments, all year round is a good way to survive your 本命年. If you'd like to support the channel, please check out my Teespring. I have a lot of super cute designs that I'm really proud of, so please check it out if you can. Link will be in the description below. So what do you guys think? What is your zodiac animal, and is it an accurate representation of who you are? Do you know your element, inner, true, or secret animal? Leave a comment down below because I would like to know. Also, leave a comment if you can. It really does help out small channels like mine. You can also let me know what topics you would like to see me cover in the future. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to Jade Palace Yamingong. I would very much appreciate it. And until next time, 再见啦，拜拜。